doing in all the First Nations. So, all right, let's talk about your word from April 16th, the prophetic word, release the war horses.
So this one, Kelsey, I was taken into the Spirit onto a massive battleground, and it was early dawn, and the light, the sun was just glimmering, just starting to glimmer over the land. And so as I was looking over the horizon and looking kind of over this little valley, I saw an army charging into battle. And the Lord said, the war horses have been released. And I was taken in, over the battlefield, and there were warriors on the strongest war horses you've ever seen. And as they charged into this battle, they were kicking up the dust, and as the light kind of glimmered in over the land and through this arm, that was, charging in, through this dust. It was quite actually a beautiful sight. But they were at a full gallop, and they were running in to do the Lord's bidding. And victory, it was clearly soon to be at hand. I mean, they were resolved. They knew what they were called to do, and they were fierce. I mean, they were going to take care of business. I mean, there was nothing that was going to stop them or stand in their way for conquering and taking out the enemy. And this army of the Lord was immense. And I mean, it went as far as I could see. They just kept coming and coming and coming.
Wow.
I mean, they were riding, tight as they could, shoulder to shoulder, full gallop, front to back. There was, they were just unified. Now, these warriors, they were dressed, they had these helmets on, they had these big shields, they had bows, arrows, they had the back of the shields had these arrows, and these spears in their hand. They had battle axes on their back, and I mean, they would not be stopped. And
wow, they were equipped.
They were equipped. And I knew, again, by the Spirit, I knew they outnumbered the enemy 100-1. And the Lord spoke me, he spoke to me clearly, and he said, I'm not a dead God. And I'm not a God that sits idly by, unaware or indifferent to what's going on. For I am the Lord of hosts, and I have all authority and power over every principality, power, and demonic spirit that's against you. And they shall be taken out. For your eyes cannot see all that I'm doing upon the earth, and you do not have understanding of what I'm releasing in this hour. For it is the hour, and it is the time for the release of the war horses. So in this hour and the time to release the angelic hosts and the end-time army to battle. For the nations are being shaken, the mountains are being shaken, and you have not seen anything yet. For it is I who created the cosmos. It is mine and all therein. And my plans and my purposes shall not be stopped. Amen. For there's a great awakening upon you, and it is coming in a way you did not expect. The heat is on, and it's only going to get hotter. So those who have mocked me are in for a surprise. And those who have ran from me shall call on my name, and they'll cry like babies. And I shall wrap my strong, loving, secure arms around my people, and I will protect them, provide for them, and I will not let them go. So do not let your heart be troubled, for I am with you, and I will be with you through it all until the end. And holy is the word of the Lord.
Wow. That was a strong, I felt the fear of God when you were talking what the Lord was saying. That's a strong word. And the war horses, I'm going to flip over to the comments right now because we're live. How many of you have seen war horses recently? Because Barry, I've heard a bunch of people starting to share about, I've was talking with the Lord, and I was reading my Bible, and all of a sudden I was seeing like a battlefield, and I was seeing war horses. So I'm just curious, because I know that you are not the only person that is seeing this type of thing. And I think what the Lord is showing his children is that don't be afraid. It was like Was it